Hello to the beautiful people. This is Dash with a first look at Gauntlet. Gauntlet being a reboot of the iconic 1985 fantasy-themed hack-and-slash game series of the same name. And Gauntlet has been developed by Arrowhead Studios, who have made titles such as Magicka, The Showdown Effect, and Helldivers. Now, just looking at the game, we can either go to Start Game or Quick Join, which is a lot faster, and you can jump into the action with up to 4 other people, but as it's in its beta-ish Q&A testing stage, this is not going to happen for us. So, the masteries, you'll be able to view your progress, which we'll touch on a little bit later. Settings has all the normal things you'd expect: window, full screen, your resolution. I should probably turn mine up, but it's fine here. The graphics, high, FXAA, bloom, classic mode, and Glora. Now, classic mode, tick this. Welcome to the 80s. You can play the whole game like this. It's not too pretty. This screen actually looks a lot better than the actual in-game itself. It's a little bit painful, so we'll just turn that off for now. And of course, your sound and miscellaneous. It does have controller enabled functionality, so it's pretty cool that they support the controller. We're just going to start game. Obviously, this will show easy, normal, hard, and unfair being the modes. They're pretty standard, but as this is a Q&A build, obviously there's going to be some glitches that'll be ironed out before the game comes out. So just going into normal mode, we get to select a hero. That's the first thing that you see, whether it's the warrior called Thor, Fire the Valkryie, Merlin the wizard, or Questor the elf. A little bit of lore behind Gauntlet. The warrior, Valkyrie, elf, and wizard each have their own reason for entering the Gauntlet, but all 4 are bound together for one goal, and that's to survive the Gauntlet and claim the ultimate prize. I have no idea what the ultimate prize is. I read that and I thought, shit, I don't know what they're talking about. I like to hack, slash, grab loot, and keep running forward. And this is what this game is all about. It's a lot of fun. It's very tight. So just looking at each of the characters, Thor the warrior has his standard light attack, heavy attack, the bull rush, and the spin attack. There's others that we can add on, and I'll show them with relics a little bit later once we get through this. But it also had a tutorial that I've already gone through. Unfortunately, I can't do it again, so I'm gonna have to explain it like this. Thyra, the Valkyrie, has a basic light attack, a charging spear attack as the heavy, an awesome deflecting shield, and a well, I guess it's a Captain America-like shield throw for the combos. It's badass. Merlin, hardest to master in terms of his spells, the best, hands down. I love Merlin. He combines 2 elements to create 9 unique spells. So on the controller it's different, but on the keyboard, if I press 1, 2, or 3, it'll change my spells, but they also combo. So if I press 1, then 3, it'll go to lightning, 2, 2 goes to fire, just 2 goes to another fire damage. So there's 9 combinations, but you have to quick draw through them. He doesn't actually have a special or any side moves, I guess, like the other guys, because he's just a freaking juggernaut when it comes to magic, so he's badass. And then there's Questor, the elf. He's my favorite because he's quick. He has a standard light attack, a heavy long shot that takes a second to charge up, a dashing roll for evasion for his shift, and a special bomb, which has got me out of a pickle or two. But basically, this game is about skill and footwork above anything else. That's why they only have a couple of attacks, because you really, it's all about your positioning and movement. And I think it's best that I show you rather than explain it. So let's start the game. Heading on in, I've already gone down this little pillar which does the tutorial. You can go to the shop. Because this is a special build of the game, I do start with 100 grand. I don't think you're going to start with any money, but I already got some of the relics. Now, relics you can attach to Q and E. They're not procced and then have a cooldown like your special. They use potions you pick up, so you only have like 5 potions, so you've got to use these sparingly. And I've heard that if you use these and you've got players around, like friendly players, you can mess up their day. I already noticed you can kill health, like you can eat, I guess, chicken to get healthier, so you can, definitely be detrimental to your team, which is really cool about this. So the Wind Walker treads makes the wearer ethereal on use. The effect is lost upon attacking, and it has rank. So rank 2 would increase the movement and on attack speed. Rank 3 replenishes a small amount of health on use. The freeze ring is freeze enemies within a radius of caster, and it gets stronger and freezes them more. The chaos amulet creates, it attracts enemies' attention and explodes when destroyed. The tempest summons a whirlwind. It gets stronger and longer as it goes. Fire trail boots, I'm a big fan of these. Leaves a trail of blazing fire after the wielder while increasing movement speed. So you run around, leave a trail, the enemies run into it. The siren's loot makes all heroes invisible to enemies for a short duration. That is badass. Heals all heroes to at rank 3. I'm going to purchase this. Let's pop that to level 3. Probably shouldn't do this at the start, but you can also, switch these out, I guess, with the equip. You can toggle lore as well. So it says, it is said that the sirens are sinister creatures that emerge from the darkest depths of the ocean using enchanted music to lure people to their doom. Question mark. I'm sure the question marks will go later. This artifact has supposedly been stolen from such a creature. A single chord played on this instrument is enough to pacify even the most rabid aggressor. That's right, screw up everyone's day. Invisible and healing, what else can you want? Heart of Vlad creates a life-draining aura around the user. The Eye of Dur summons a demonic imp to fight for you. That's badass. Let's get the lore off. Ring of Mirrors creates doppelgangers of the caster that fights for them. And the Golden Feather turn a random entity into a cooked chicken. Oh man, you need chicken. I'm out of... Why can't I purchase this? Yes. Equip. Sorry boots, but I need chicken. So this is pretty badass. I'm going to turn some people into some chickens. That's basically it for the relics. You're going to need them on your travels, trust me on that. And here are the doors. It's kind of like running the gauntlet. You go through the trials. Different levels have different things that you can go through. Because this is a special build, I can hit a key and go to my favorite level. It jumps ahead a little bit, but here we go. I think you're in for a treat with this one. Death has come back to claim you. That's right, Death from the old games is back. Now, because I've got all this gold, I'm not going to collect all the gold, which is what this is about. It's about beating people and getting gold. This guy, Death, can't kill him. He chases you. Imagine the boulder out of Crash Bandicoot. He touches you, you're dead. It's over, finito. So he's pushing you forward through this level. And as I said before, this game is about positioning when you fight. You need to be in the right position. You do not want your back against a wall, especially if Death's around, even if he's not around. And every enemy you encounter, because I've done this before, it doesn't show it, but it'll show you, hey, like these mummies are new, or hey, you've met a new badass enemy with a new skill, so you know that you're actually progressing. And it really kind of drives you forward, where you go, okay, even though you only have a handful of skills, this game really, you feel the skill cap or curve, whatever you want to say. It's all about your timing, your positioning, your skill level, and I guess if you're going to play with other people, obviously your cooperation, because everybody has different strengths and weaknesses. And obviously sharing is going to be a part of it, I guess. This little crown, which is badass, you can pick it up, and at the end of the level, you're going to get yourself a little bit of a bonus. Now, what you're noticing is when I collect things or coins, oh shit, this guy's gonna blow up. They go up top, so I haven't actually collected any yet, which is bad me. These guys need to be taken care of first though. On the top right of the screen, what you're seeing is it's kind of like a demon gauge. You kill, well, it's not a demon gauge, but you kill enough enemies and it's going to fill up and it'll give you spare lives. Down the bottom, you have your crucial elements that you need. You need keys to go through certain doors. It's kind of old school, but it really works. You'll see it very soon. Potions to activate your abilities, your 3 abilities. If I hit space, it procs it and it's got that cooldown. There we go, there's these coins, and you're going to want to spend them on these relics at the end of each level. So obviously, it's a collectathon in a way. But, oh, this guy's holding a key, so I can't really progress. I know that I can't progress without the key. Some keys are kind of superfluous, like you don't actually need them unless it's, there could be a treasure room, so that's a lot of fun as well, collecting them all. There's a lot of hidden things. It's very puzzling at times. This level isn't that, I guess it's not that puzzling because, again, you got death freaking breathing down your neck and one touch and you're toast, so... I mean, they're going to be a little bit easier on you. I assume by the time you get up the levels that it's going to be harder. There goes those locked doors. Again, I'm collecting the treasure. I'm not going as hard as I usually would, but there's no way that I'd leave anything on the floor at all if I was playing this normally, you know, without my little boon that I already had, or even the crates, because there are achievements as well. Now, at the end of the level, you'll see them, but basically, if there's achievements in this game, and if you kill enemies or if you do any action, it could be something as easy as being hurt by a trap or killing X amount of enemies or blowing up crates, but it'll give you achievements. So if you get hit by 50 traps, it might say you take 3% or 5% or whatever less damage from traps. Or if you kill 100 zombies, you know, you might get a boon to, say, movement speed after you kill the zombie. I don't know. It really depends. I'm sure that that's not one of them, but it really drives it forward, because achievements kind of suck when they're just... I mean, I like achievements, but I don't like them when they're just, you know, silly names and that's it. Oh, this room is going to be tough. And I just had to take my hand off the mouse momentarily, and I was freaking out. This is why I go the elf, because I knew I could survive, because I'm pretty good at dodging. It seems, you know, pretty rudimentary skill to just not have your back against the corner and dodge, but when you're playing this game, the heat is on. Like, if you put yourself in a corner or, you know, a bad position, it's over. I was playing the wizard, and I mean, you feel like a glass cannon, or like the warriors, I guess the melee are harder for myself, because you get in the thick of it, and even though, you know, you've got to really be able to juggle your abilities, but handle the mobs really well. This is kind of like, I don't know, in my easy, fast, well, slow lane, I should say, because I know how to position myself with a bow and not get jacked up. I mean, you just basically circle footwork. I'm not saying that works in all of this game. They've got many, many mob spawners as well that haven't been present yet. I don't think they will be in this level because death is here. But basically, you have to kill the mob spawner, or mobs keep on coming through. And they'll have different rooms, like they'll have a bridge that separates the middle of the room in 2 parts, so you can't use the same footwork to back up and save yourself. You're going to be presented with trouble. I didn't know that death killed barrels or containers when he goes over them. That's also pretty cool as well. So we had to have the 3 keys or we couldn't move forward. I know it seems very 80s, but it's satisfying to clear rooms like this, you know? Like, it's great to get the loot. I'm sure if 4 people were here, I would be very greedy. I'd probably be initiating my little elf roll to get ahead of people. I know I left stuff back there, and I'm sorry, but again, to keep this moving forward, I don't want to just collect all the gold, but I feel like if you're watching this, you're probably screaming, get that gold, because it's too alluring. They're not going to drop items except for this crown that I'm wearing. And I mean, the crown comes off, I don't know if I mentioned this before, comes off if you get hit once. So you have to pick it back up. I'll let this guy hit me. No, I won't. Death is right too close. So I'll let this guy hit me. There, no, don't fall off the side. Lucky death went down. So this guy will give me a bonus at the end of the level. So I want to keep this on, obviously. I mean, it's common sense. Oh, there's so many of them. I don't know if there's a spawner, but I'm in a little bit of... No, now death's here, I'm in a lot of trouble. So you can't take too many hits in this game either. And I don't mean that in the normal sense of, oh, you can't take too many hits. I mean, like, you get jacked up really quickly. Let's see if I can turn someone into a turkey, like it said before. There we go. Nom 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 nom. There's some health. See, now I'm out of potions down here. So that was it. So you've got to be sparing, and I'm going to assume that there's no, like, it might amp up how many potions and how much gold, but if there's not with 4 players, I mean, because it'd be less difficult with the mobs, or maybe the mobs get harder, but I mean, oh damn, that blew up. That was a trap. But I mean, you're going to have to be sparing with all of this. I mean, keys on tables are pretty standard. Being able to kill a health is also pretty standard in this game. It's very disappointing. But again, it gives you that achievement, and that's cool that it acknowledges everything that you do. There we go. Woo! Because I was showing them what's up. I don't like those ghosts that spawn. They're very annoying. They can go through walls just like Death himself. I'm compelled to get at least some of the coins. And so, oh, now see these knights? These knights can block my shots, so I need to do a heavy attack first. Hit them with a bomb. Now I'm in trouble. They're backing me up. So, there's a heavy. He's open. Hit him again. It's kind of like Batman Arkham Asylum, a knight, you know, the Arkham series. Like, You have to go, okay, that guy's the heavy, juggle these guys out, pick them off. Now, I mean, I shouldn't probably compare a game from, you know, had its roots in the 80s to new ones, but that's just how it feels. Like, you have to be switched on every time you go into a new room. It's like a new challenge, but it seems fresh. It's, I don't know, you know, you might see just a couple of moves and go, oh, that can't be that much fun, but it's like Tetris, you know, it's just the skill involved. So this shows how much gold I've got. The world champion currently still beating me, even though the game's not out. But there's my crown bonus. Very nice indeed. 41k. Ooh, that's a lot of gold. So here's the masteries progression I spoke about before. So formidable, fortune, destroy 800 props. Damn it! I'm going to have to jump out and show you the masteries because I wasn't happy about that. So that was level 1. Well, it wasn't really level 1, but it was A level. We'll go back to the lobby, all the way to the main menu. So masteries, obviously I've been playing the elf the most. So something like precision strike, bomb can now be fired as an arrow when used in aim mode. I didn't even know there was an aim mode. That is insane. Environment, so you've got in life and death. So as luck would have it, 7% chance to find gold in destroyed props. Life and death. Anytime you revive your hero, you'll be ethereal form for 3 seconds, die 25 more times, 50 more times, and it's going to go up for 4 seconds, and so on and so forth. So even bad things kind of reward you in a way, but not really. Like, the rewards are obviously better if you do good. So that's basically it for Gauntlet. The game's going to be available on Steam 23rd of September. It's already available for pre-order and has a nice little perk of 25% off deal for a 4-pack. So that's really cool because you want to play this with friends. I can only imagine how much more fun it's going to be with 4 people. Don't forget to check out the wiki, gauntlet.gamepedia.com, which is linked in the description below. It gets updated as the game does by people like yourselves. It's all the user contributed. So thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.